Hello all and welcome back to DigiMonday. This week I got a little bit of a throwback. New card came out. I know it's not new, but like it's very new to me. This is the I believe it's box topper Vidramon that was out of I think 16, 17. I can't remember which one. But it's a box topper, whatever like that. I made a point in saying with Ulforce that one of the big things it had with it that was a problem was the search effects. About how they were really suspect and kind of didn't really add to the deck all that much, so it's kind of just one of those things that happens. But we have this thing now, and the search effect is a lot more relevant to what we're doing in Ulforce. So I have revamped this deck quite a bit. This is kind of my first real run with it. I haven't really gotten to test much. I haven't had a lot of time, to be honest. Like it's hard to make time for a lot of this stuff. But I've got like my regular Vmon suite. I'm testing out this Biomon because it fulfills the same role that I thought was kind of important with the jamming. So like the Seedramon and the the Betamon are now out. I'm trying this little lady here in. Otherwise, this is new. Like I said, it checks the top three, add a Digimon, a Vidramon, and a Blue Tamer. So this is the search effect we wanted. Still trying the one of Lanamon. Otherwise, the top end's basically the same. We are trying out this Davis. My original Tamer lineup was 3 of this original Davis. This one I'm trying the 2 of on this one. Basically, everything else is basically the same. The big thing that I took out was the Dracomons, much to my chagrin. Because I like the Dracomon package. I just don't think it did enough. So we're going to give this a run. We're going to try 5 matches, see how we do. I'm just excited to play Ulforce. Let's dive in, shall we? Alright, jumping into our first match here. That's interesting. A lot of search, but I don't think we have any real... Yeah, we can do better. We can do better. That's so much not better. Oh, full. Alright, fine. Well, yeah, I guess we're starting here. That's not great either, so I guess we're taking this. I'm trying to think. I think I pushed it up to... I think my low end on rookies... I think I'm running 10 rookies. Oh, hello. Well, starting off slow is not good against this deck. Alright, just raw dogging this thing out. Alright, with this. When a card is removed from your security stack, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger recovery. What is this? Huh. Is it a Royal Knight? It is a Royal Knight. That's cool. Well, alright. Let's start here, I guess, again. There's our Vmon. Alright, I think we're just building in the back. Yep. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's gonna be another thing I do. Like, how often is this gonna actually do anything? I wonder. But I think we're still building in the back, I think. We want to be more safe than anything. Alright. I mean, this hand actually unfolded up into being a pretty decent start. I'm kind of surprised. So now the tricky part is going to be, how do we get our Ulforce online? So this is, they're just basically tucking stuff under until they get something real large here. It's fine. Okay, so what are we doing? We can retain the turn. This is interesting because, like, Royal Knight's deck is kind of odd because we don't have a lot of ways to set up a one-turn kill, I don't think. So maybe our goal is actually not to promote here, and instead we're just gonna like try to push out tamers. So we can push out Thai, and we can push out Arena, which I don't think I mind that, because we want to be able to attack multiple times. Like, that's, I think, the only way we beat this deck, is to basically just chop their stuff up as much as possible. The other scary thing is that none of our guys have jamming, so Royal Knights generally has like real big stuff in security. DigiMondays, and I've never seen this version. This is neat. Yeah, okay. But like I said, like our whole thing is just trying to, I think we're just trying to kill them in very short order. And if we're not going to kill them that turn, we have to have a way to protect our Ulforce. Like I said, I mean, this is tough. And then putting us to 1 here is like exactly what we don't really want to deal with. So now we have 6 tamers. We could bounce that. Yeah, let's try it. So this having jamming is important. Do we care about a draw effect? We might care about a draw effect, so let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll draw 1. That's alright. Alright, so let's attack. We get 1 check. We'll draw a card. Very nice. Not use this. Okay, very good. So now let's... Oh no, don't do that. I want to do this. Reduce it by 2. Choose this. This will keep us at 0 because we have Arena on board as well. That will take us back to 0 for doing that. Yes. And there's nothing under it. Is it just the tie? It might be the tie. So we can draw another card, try to get another tamer. Yeah, I think it's the tie. Okay. Nice. Get a memory from our Arena, and then we can bounce this thing because we have 6. I don't know if that matters a whole lot, but you know, it could. And we also got another tamer to sift through. So let's draw with tie. Draw 1. Draw 1, draw 1, draw 1, draw 1. Yeah, we want to draw. We're just looking for as much action as we can get. Like, that's literally all we're doing. We're just trying to get as many tamers rolling here as we possibly can. This is not how you do it. Alright, so... Alright, let's attack. Yes, please. Yeah, we'll play a tamer. Throw out Joe here. He doesn't do anything by himself, but it does unsuspend our Ulforce. See, this is the scary part, because these are not small. I guess on the bright side, we can rebuild fairly quickly, which is not bad. And maybe we just want to play out this... Maybe we play out this VMon, because if they don't do anything, then I guess it's potential that they just... We can just Digivolve into that, which is pretty cool. We don't have another one. I don't think we're at the blocking stage yet. I think it's this. We'll see. I don't know. I've come back from worse. I don't know exactly where. I think this thing fires off at like 7 or 8. But I mean, possible that they just, you know, use these things and kill us. Here we go. Gains rush. That's fine. Right, Leopardmon does what? Nothing. It can attack and gains rush. So what's it do when it attacks? Spending one of your other Digimon and suspend this Digimon. Okay, sure. They are going for the beatdown plan. So they're trying to do what we're trying to do. Rena's a good hit. Yeah, we'll choose that one. Because if they have something real big, real bad, we can block it. I like it. I like it. Notably, though, we have no tamers in hand, so there is potential here that we just fizzle out. But we'll see. And then I play another one. Alphamon. Now this one I think is bad for us. Change from trash. Bottom division, all your opponents play cost 10 or higher. Can't attack players until the end of their turn. Okay. Let's see here. Remove this Digimon from the battle area, returning one card. I think we're okay with not blocking there. That's not great. I was really... We've got both of those. We've got a couple level 5s. I guess we'll just take the Ulforce. I still play a one of this Rena. I don't think she's bad. There's a lot of spots where she's just strictly pretty decent for finding our last piece of an Ulforce. Our opponent's doing stuff. They are trying. So now let me see here. If your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, it's going to cost of 4, ignoring its Digievolution required. So we could just straight up bust into an Ulforce with this thing, which is kind of cool. But what does this do? Does this blow something up? This is interesting. Yeah, we'll evade, sure. So now they unsuspend. We gain memory. The question here is, what do we bounce? Is it this? Because they... Let me see. What does this do? There's nothing under it, so that's irrelevant. I don't think we care about that. Is it this one that can't? I think it's this. If I'm wrong, tell me why later. But I mean, I think that's fine. Alright, well, let's see what we're doing here. Can this thing attack? I guess so. Interesting. Yep, we'll give it 1,000 DP boost. Draw a card. That's cool. That is actively... That might win us the game there. Yeah, we will activate. Play a blue tamer. We're gonna play our tie. This will unsuspend our Ulforce. And we gain a fuck ton of memory. I mean, I think we literally can't even gain anymore. No, we won't use this one. Attack. Oh, hello. What do we got? Whoa, buddy. Cash all Digivolution cards of all of your opponent's Digimon, then return all cards in your opponent's trash at the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. They cost 13 or less. What on earth is this? Okay. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, so... I mean... I think we're just doing this, right? Yeah, I think so. No. Throw this back here. Yeah, we're just gonna try to kill him. That's what we're doing. Attack. Return, actually. Let's do we want to just draw? Or do we want a beef up? What's this one? This one has nothing, so I think we want to power up here. Yeah, we're just beefing up. That's all we want. We just want this thing to survive. Alrighty. In we go. No. We will not use the Digivolving effect. Alright, we have survived. Now, first things first, let's just do this. And we're going to target ourselves. Well, target the Ulforce. And then we're going to return this guy. No, we can't return that guy because we have something. Do we care? I guess it's this one. And then we just attack again. We have Arena. Let's use Arena to unsuspend our Ulforce in case something dumb happens. Unsuspend. And then we just got it. Sweet. Alright. Not too bad. I think maybe a little sloppy on my part, but not too bad, all things considered. Alright, match 2. That's not bad at all. I think it's worth keeping. So this is actually maybe a good excuse to be able to do our like whole nurturing hand kind of thing, because we can put this Biomon on the back, which gives it jamming, which is what we want to have back there, and then we can use this V-Boy to find the rest of our pieces. So this build, what I'm trying to do, kind of incentivizes us to like play out our V-Mons a little bit more so, while building on the back with our Biomons that don't necessarily have as decent of a on-play effect. So I'm kind of curious as to how this goes. I don't know if it's going to be real good, but in my head that's how that works. Like, we can build on the back with this one, but start digging for pieces with this one. What on earth are we looking at here? Some kind of security barrier deck. Oh my goodness. Well, that's tough. Mastermind's real hard. It's real hard. I don't think we have a guy that a local guy that plays Mastamon, and he basically destroys me every time. Okay, so now what's the plan? I think the plan is simply it might just be to build on the back and hope for the best, because we've got we have to, in order for the Mastamon thing to not be absolutely destructive to us, we want to have at least 3 tamers on the board so that we can bounce the thing. So it's a slow process. Like, that's kind of the big thing with the Mastamon deck, is you really have to pick your spot, and you have to pick it super well. So now the question is, do we leave him, or I don't think we attack with him. Like, even if they kill it, I mean, I don't think that's, again, I don't think that's really the game we're playing here. So it's either Arena or Digivolve on the back. It might be Arena, just so that we have a little bit better of a curve into our Ulforce when we get there. Yeah, I think so. Then we can just, this incentivizes them to try to kill this thing, maybe. Maybe we can kind of bait them into doing that. So we'll try it. Oh man, really? They were able to Digivolve from their security? Ugh. Alright, well. Like I said, I mean, this is tough no matter how you shake it out, because their stuff just goes into a whole lot. Mastamon is one of those decks where I think it's a hard deck to play correctly, but people that can play it well, I mean, they're real good. Excuse me. So then this thing comes in. We assume they Digivolve into the other one on this side. Then they can DNA. Yeah, because this one has the DNA at the end of turn. So they're ready to go. They're right into Mastamon, and we are way the hell behind. That's real tough. Ooh, hero. They just straight up went into that. Yeah. Yeah, evade, that's another thing too. Evade doesn't really do a whole lot against this kind of setup. Our opponent very familiar with how to play against Ulforce, because they're making a very wide board. So now we're only at 2. So this kind of works, because we can do this here, and we can Digivolve on the back here. So, not terrible. Not good, but not terrible either. So, we've got a plan. It's not a great one, but it is a plan. The more stuff we just keep off the board, the less they have to interact with us. So, well, they're just coming in. They are just coming right in. Wow, they barriered it. All right. Rena's nice. Rena's very nice. So the goofiness here is also, what was that? Oh, another Mirai. So here's the thing too. They have absolutely put us in a very punishing spot, because now we have to do something or they kill us, and they can, I mean, they know what they're doing. They have clearly played against us before. Alright. So what are we doing? Now we have jamming, notably, so I believe we can use this to draw. So let's go ahead and do that first. Okay. Alright, so now let's attack. We are attacking into scale. That's the thing too, is if they have a blast, then if they have a blast, we are in bad shape. But I think we're in bad shape regardless. I don't think attacking into either of these two really do anything, because that one has barrier. That has nothing, but I'm not super concerned about it because of this. So I think we're just doing a direct security attack. So we're going to draw. We got Ulforce X, which is not bad. End selection. We're not using it. We're not using it. So if they don't have an 8... Ooh, I'm kind of surprised by that. I figured they would have a blast. Okay, well. Here we go. Alright, so now we're going to play Joe, because why not? It gives us 7 tamers. So let's trash first, and we are trashing this one. One of your opponent's DigiMondays minus 2,000. When a card's added security stack, gain 1 or more memory. When a card's added security stack, draw 1. Which do we care about more? I mean, it's absolutely this one. But which one do we want gone? 2,000 for the turn. It might be... How many hands cards? They have an obnoxious cards mounted in their hand. They don't. Yeah. The card is added to their security stack, gain 1 memory. It might be this, just in case they have some. Yeah, it might be that. If they have some sort of shenanigans where they can just like maximize like neg1 effects. So we take the turn back. Pretty healthily too. Very nice. Go back to 3. And then we're gonna bounce this. Alright. So this is gonna be another thing too, because what is their plan here? They're waiting for the Ulforce to attack, maybe? Maybe that's what they were waiting on. They didn't blast last turn because they were waiting for us to go into the Ulforce. That's a real heads-up play. Now the question is, does this matter then? Let's suspend this Digimon when you play Tamers. But the problem is I still have to attack with this Ulforce, so... So the question now is, do we attack them? Or do we attack... Like, how greedy do we want to be here? How many attacks do we get? I think we just have to attack, like, them specifically. No. We don't have any tamers to play, so we got nothing. That shocks the shit out of me. Alright, well, we're gonna just go for it, because, I mean... Okay, well, I guess they just didn't have it. I was just overthinking. It just seems weird that they don't have a blast there. I mean, maybe they don't. I don't know. Because they have an ace mode for Mastamon. I know they do. It's just, alright, yeah. 2-0. Very cool. I love how I get into these like situations where it's literally just me like arguing with myself as to whether or not they have the thing, and then like I'm just sitting there overthinking everything when I should just be doing the thing. But, you know, can't get better if you don't think, right? Alright, match 3. We are looking at... I don't think it's bad. It got some work to do, but I definitely don't think it's bad. We're gonna try it. It's not busted, but I mean, you know, we can get there. Hero. What are we doing? Whoa, my guy, my, what are we doing? Huh. Is this some kind of Leviathan deck? Alright, well. Let's build. Arena's nice. I think I kind of like going into this one. Because we definitely, I mean, sure, have your memory, have fun for the turn. We need a level 5. And I think it's you. Yeah, buddy. To the bottom. Let's do it. Alright, let's see what our opponent is going to do. If it's Leviathan, they can absolutely blow up our tamers, which is not great. I actually don't know what we're doing. This is trashes a card in your hand, gain 1 memory, draw a card. Of your opponent's Digimon, draw 1. Yeah, it's definitely Leviathan, so... I know this is more of a combo kind of deck, so I'm interested to see how this goes. When Digivolving, your opponent may trash 1 card in hand if they don't gain 1 memory. We'll trash an Ulforce. I think that's fine to do here. Yeah, it's fine. We have another one, and yeah, we're doing stuff. So if they do have like more of a discard game plan, like our next one is going to be this one. Like this, then this, then this, then this. Like we have an order. Like we're basically just trying to, yeah. We just don't want them to do anything. That's our whole goal here. Just hope they can't kill us. When effect plays an opponent's Digimon gain 1. When effect plays oh, that's right, because this thing has that weird mode. Okay, so we can get away with this because we can Digivolve here for 3. It gives them the turn back, but it allows us to play out our arena, bounce their dude, and then they're still kind of starting over. I don't mind it. Let's try it. So let's do this. Nice. Alright, let's reveal. See if we get any tamers. Yeah, sadly no. I swear this thing only hits like 30% of the time. Alright, let's Ulforce here. We can bounce our level 5 here. This is great. Or bounce their level 5. So Bink, shoot that out. We get a gain of memory. We'll actually gain 2 more memory, so that'll be back to 2. Our Ulforce will gain blocker and evade, and we can return that thing. Goodbye. What's this thing? That doesn't do anything right now. So they are building again. So what's our plan here? So if they don't play something out, we can bounce this. They will play. We'll bounce this. They have nothing on the battlefield. we can swing at least twice. Ooh. Six lower Digimon. Oh wait, we have evade here though, don't we? We have evade. Oh, our first tilt. Oh man, that was fantastic. Match number 4. We are 3-0 right now, and just because I said that, I'm 100% gonna jinx it. This is interesting. It's a slower hand, but I think I kind of like that. I mean, if we get pushed against like an aggro deck, I mean it is what it is. But I think this will give us a good opportunity to show how this thing works out. Okay, well let's start rolling here. Not really what I wanted there, but okay. Notably, this is an on-play effect too. That's really cool. Maybe we just want to play. Let's just start here, I think. I don't like playing this out directly, at least not quite like that. And I don't like playing out the tie without anything to do with it. So like we can just kind of like nestle this guy in the back and hope everything goes well. What on earth is that? We are getting Imperialed. That's not ideal. Right, nope, we are not doing that. Interestingly too, like do we want to just choke them for now? Because I don't know how effective they can be. And we're kind of in the same boat. Like we don't really want to give them a whole lot. Let's do this. Okay, we got a Vidramon, which is good. There's our level 5. Oh, okay. There's level 5. So we can take the Vidramon, and this is where this search effect comes into play because we can actually take the arena. So that's exactly what we want. That's fantastic. Good job, buddy. Let's see what they're doing. That's cool looking. Ooh. Digital alt arts. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, so yep, reduce by 1 Lightermon, and then they can digivolve here. And then they can DNA again. That's pretty. That is a move. Damn. Oh my god, that'd be. Forgot this was a thing. Will you blast Digivolve? So interestingly, if we blast here, I don't think they can go into anything though. Yeah, I think we do. Because we can bounce this thing. And then we get rid of both the things under it. And then that thing goes back to hand. Or, well. Actually, are we okay with that attack? I think we're okay with that attack. Ha! Yoink! That was real good. That's funny. Okay, so... Oh, that's a cool effect, too. Gain a memory when it unsuspends. Oh, I love it. Okay, okay, we're gonna end breeding. Again, we're gonna stay pretty quiet here. So we could just digivolve. I don't like swinging with this thing. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw a card. Well, we don't. So I think we're just building on the back. And then it's going to take them. Same deal. Like, I think we're trying to choke them on memory. Like, we just want to kind of keep things pretty strictly like whatever they're doing. So even if they're starting over completely, like that turn was absolutely wild for us. So they can play out their stuff, which is fine. Can they do this for 1 memory? I think they can, actually. I mean, this deck is nuts. Like, the Imperial deck, it is... it's still so good sometimes. Because they're 1 memory, and, like, there's a legitimate possibility that they can just claw their way back from this. Like, easily. So the only thing I think they can't do is just... Yeah, that's the only thing they can't do, is just go out this way this turn. So, we do not have an Ulforce. So we do not want this. We do not want this. So now we're in that awkward stage of the game where they're basically set up to go off next turn, and we have a ace, which is not great. So realistically, what can they do? They would have to go into the Pyeldramon that, which they probably do. It's tough because there's not really a lot of options we have here to be able to do what we need to do. Because no matter what we do, they're going to go into something next turn that allows them to bounce our stuff. So I'm wondering if the best option isn't to just play Arena, try to search up an Ulforce next turn. Maybe. This is a tough turn. It might just be play tie. Because again, choking them I think is strictly better at this stage until we can find an Ulforce to go into. I keep forgetting about that in the turn effect where they have to go back to their hand. But again, they just pop them back out, so I mean, they just do the same thing. I don't really like. I know I jabber sometimes, but like this card is actually absurd. Like I think this is unofficially the best thing that could have happened to the Imperial Dramon deck. Like this Tamer by itself is just such a house, and it just does so much for the deck that it needed so much. Because being able to just put your stuff out there for free, even if it's just for the turn, that's all this deck wants to do, is just have them out there long enough to be able to like DNA them together. So this card is actually absurd. So here's our stuff. They digivolve at the end of the turn, and them gaining memory and oh my god! Like, see, that's like this card is absurd. This is a exceptional card. Excuse me. But in terms of us, again, we have our kind of goofy thing where, so they can suspend our thing. They can attack into us, which will allow them to unsuspend. God, look at their hand. It's so chunky. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. 5,000. And they have jamming. And we have no bombs in this deck. It is so hard to put bombs in this deck. Yeah, the Imperial deck just eats us. Like, it's simple as that. I really think this is such a hard game to win. They basically have to put they have to pour all their eggs into one basket. So much so that they have nothing to be able to fight with. And then they've got this thing, which is the partition. Let's see, with this move, specified would leave the battle here, other than by the effects of battle. So like we can't even really bounce it because it just partitions back into its things where it's just. Ugh. This is just me complaining. I'm sorry. All right, inbreeding. So, okay. And they've got, ugh, gross. So many. And this is, now they got a memory tamer, so now they're just really set up to go all out next turn. So, I think our only real bet here is to play that. Because, I mean, we just try to find our Ulforce next turn. Like, we just hope they can't kill us next turn. And then we just hope that they put all their eggs into one basket and then we can bounce it. That's literally the entire goal. And we didn't even find what we needed. So, I mean... we have a level 4, we have a level 5, probably another level 4. We've got a couple of them, 2 level 5s. But that one I think is strictly better to have more of than this one. I don't know. Yeah, we whiffed. Which happens. I mean... Sometimes that just happens with this deck. I mean, it's like any Digimon deck. Like, sometimes you just don't find your pieces. But that does not mean we're not going to try. That does not mean that we are surrendering. Like, we are at 3 security, so all they need is 4 attack. So this is extremely likely for them to kill us this turn. God, look at their hand. Oh, man. I've seen casinos that are less stacked. Yep. I will say one thing about the Imperial deck. I'm glad that this card is relevant again. I think this one's so cool. Just like spit them back out and go again. I think that's so cool. Alright. I mean, what do you got? Yeah, and these things with their search effects too. I mean, this card is just absurd. Alright. So yeah, you untap. We got a Davis. Can we find an Ulforce, please? No. We only get the BMO. Sad. Yep. Ugh. Well, there's one of the Ulforces. Watch all 3 of our Ulforces, or all 4. We have 1 left, so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And these are all our security hits. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Jeez. Alright, alright. Cost reduced by 4. Jeez. Go into Imperial. Ah, good for you, buddy. Still doing stuff. So now they pull out their 2 fellas, and then they just do their Paeldramon thing again. Because that gains them memory when they digivolve. Look at them go. Yeah. And their hand could be used to build a house. That's, I mean, there's so many bricks they are just laying upon right now. Come on. Low-key, I'm glad that this deck actually does well, though, now. Like, it always seemed like it was just so close to being good. Now it seems like it's actually legitimately good. Yes. Now you play your Paeldramon, and it taps down my thing, and you can attack twice. Oh, look at you going old school. Good for you. Good. I approve of this message. Just swing twice. That's all you gotta do. Yeah. Again, them's the breaks sometimes. Sometimes you just don't find your piece. It's just how it be. So there were like 3 other Ulforces in there somewhere. We just didn't get to them. Yeah, I know. Alright, well, like I said, it happens. Is what it is. 3-1 right now. Let's see if we can go 4-1. If we can go 4-1, I'll be happy. I mean, that's not a bad start. Yeah, we'll give her a try. We also get a draw, so that's pretty good. Hero. This is Magnamon. Ugh. Well, so much for our 4-1. This matchup is also very, very bad. Because once they get into the Magnamon X, like, you just can't target it with anything, so it's like, eh. And us having a slow hand here is not ideal. Alright, well, let's just build into our stack. And do we need level 5. We have our level 5. So we've got all our stuff here. Maybe we're just trying to keep them off of stuff. So we're just going to keep things very... I mean, sure. Take another one. Alright. So, I mean, we have a plan. I don't know how good it is, but we have a plan. If we can keep them off of their stuff fairly quickly, like, I think it's not a bad deal for us. So, alright. We digivolve for... We don't keep the turn, but we can bounce, I think. I mean, we gotta do something. We cannot just do nothing. And that's level 4, so I think we get away with this. Alright. Choose you. Digivolve here. Suspend to give more tamer looks. That's not at all what we want. Thank you. I can commentate with the best of them, let me tell you. Alright, so now go into this. Get our arena. So we get a memory. We get blocker and evade. And then we unsuspend to bounce that thing. So we take him back to 2, which is not bad, and then we bounce this thing. Goodbye. Oh fuck, I forgot this one's the one that Ew. I was thinking it was the other one that we get away with that on. Ah! Oh, it's obnoxious. So what's the... Okay. I mean... They got work to do. They can't just, like, I guess... What do they do? I don't know what their plan is here. Like, I guess they just try to digivolve onto their stuff and then just hope we can't do anything. But we are pretty far ahead. So if we can just keep their dudes from actually, like, hitting the Magnamon, like, there's a potential we can take this game. And what's this do? This, like, trashes a... What is it? Trashes the... Yeah, so it trashes the top one. Which is fine, because I'm not real worried about that. Because we're gonna... Does this one have any stupid effects? It doesn't. So that just gets bounced, and they just do that again if they want to. And there is... Okay. So... Again, we're back to kind of an interesting port state. Because... So this would leave the battle area. What's this one? So you want to leave the battle area, draw one, then you may play one Beamon from your hand, or this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. So this thing just gets another Beamon. They can just play that again. This one would actually... They'd be able to do this again, but they would lose the other one. Which doesn't feel like a completely bad deal for us. So we bounce this one. I mean... There's a path here. Like, it's not hopeless. I think... This is real tough, because I don't... I think we attack first. Or wait. Okay, so... Okay, I think we know what we're doing. So we're going to attack. We're going to draw a card. We're going to activate Rena's ability. So we are going to play this Tamer. We're going to play Joe. So we're going to play Joe. Joe is going to let us trash. We're going to trash the Vmon that's under this one, so that if that thing leaves, it can't just put a Vmon back out. And then we're going to gain a memory, gain another memory, and we're going to bounce this. We are just running the table right now. And then we're gonna bounce this. It's like, so they're, you know, they can play it again, but they don't get their Vmons back. Come on. Oh, what is this? Okay, I think it only gets rid of 2 though. So I think it doesn't bounce it, which is okay, but they are tearing apart our hand pretty good. Interesting. Okay, so we can also reverse it and just bounce this one. Let's... Our sequencing is like super important here because we have to... Yeah. Okay, so let's do here. We get a Tamer. Because notably we can't... Actually we can. Because we can attack, play Tamer, play that. Okay. So now the plan is just to find... Ooh. I think it's this. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to attack. And then that happens. Yeah, the writing's on the wall there. We don't unsuspend because our arenas are tapped out, but when we can play our Ulforce X on top of our Ulforce, bounce their guy, that's an ace of theirs, they lose memory again. We just attack again, and in theory, we can just start playing out all our stuff, and they're just so far behind they can't catch up. Because we're going to choke them out on memory. That is 100% what we're doing. So kind of anticlimactic, but, you know, not all of them are winners, right? Thoughts on the deck? I like it. I mean, I think we've seen a strict upgrade in this. I love this. This is an absolutely fantastic addition. I know we only got to see it once, but it did exactly what we needed it to. It got us our next level of Digivolution card, and then it got us Arena. Like, it did exactly what we needed it to. That being said, was there anything I didn't like? Not really. I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot of matches where we got to see... This thing was kind of cool, where we just got to, like, shoot it into an Ulforce right out the gate and just be like, alright, here we go. So that was pretty cool. Didn't really get to see Davis do a whole lot, but, you know, our matches didn't exactly... That just didn't end up being the route we went. So, but 4-1 is better than I thought we would do. So I'm gonna take it. And thanks for joining me. A little bit quicker video. I'm sure that's really helpful for a lot of you all. You know, I would like to play this one more. I think this is a deck worth trying to figure out how I like it and how I tune it. So if you have any comments, definitely leave them. Let me know. You know, if you'd like to see more Ulforce builds, if you have an Ulforce build yourself that you're real fond of, shoot me a deck list. I'd love to play your version. In the meantime, make sure to stay safe, and as always, stay scary.